Task 4. Right, in Task 4 we're going to be showing you how to divide using Excel. Right, in this task we've got a group from Gracemount High School are going to the Alton Towers, and what happens, there's different types of people that are coming along, different types of people. Obviously there's going to be children going along, but there's also going to be adults coming along. There's going to be disabled people, and also there's going to be, I think it's a senior citizen as well. And they've all got different types. They've all got, like, it costs, a ticket costs £29.50 for an adult, child's £22, and so on. So it asks you at the start here in B7 you've got to select carer from the drop down list. So here is B7, so we click on that and we select carer. Okay, and then what does it say about B8? B8 we've got to select child. Okay, there we go, and so on. So you can finish that bit off. Then the cost of the ticket for a carer. Now, a carer is an adult, but it's an adult who's looking after children. So, for example, if teachers were going to supervise children at the theme park, they would be classed as carers. So we only have to pay £15 for that. So each ticket for a carer is £15, so we'll pop that in there. Whereas for a child who has absolutely loads of fun at the theme park, they have got to fork out a grand total of £22.50. So we can pop that in there. And again, you can finish off this other information. Now the amount, this is the amount that was sent off for each of these different groups of people. So it says down here that a cheque for the carers was £90. So that's got to go into cell D7. So go up here, D7, £90. And then the child, what was that now? The cheque for that in D8 was £1,180. £1,180. Okay, now obviously again you can fill out the rest of the information yourself. Now we have to work out the total number of people that is required, or sorry, the total number of people that came. I'll start again, I'm making a mess of that. We're trying to work out the total number of carers, and we're also trying to work out the total number of children. So to work that out, we've got to work out how many 15s go into 90. And again, we could stick that into a calculator, but we don't need a calculator here because we've got Excel, and that can do it all for us. So we put a little equal sign. We want to do 90 divided by 15. So we just do that. 90 is in cell D7, so we type in D7 there. And now the divide is a little interesting thing there. It's see if I can zoom in on that. I can't zoom in this now, but it's a /, which is just beside the shift on the right hand side of the keyboard. Okay, so I'll use a / for divide, and then we're going to divide that by C7, which is this one here. Okay, and we press enter, it will tell us how many carers went with that group. So it's 6. And same with the children, so we could type in equals again this cell divided by this cell, but there's no point in doing that because from what I showed you in the last tutorial, the quick way of doing it is you just hover over the little bottom right hand corner of the cell, you click and hold, and you drag that down, and it'll automatically put that formula in for every single one of those cells. Now you notice I've got a divide by 0 here, and I'm sure your maths teacher have told you that you can never divide by 0, and that's exactly what we're doing here. We're trying to divide by 0 because it says here it's going to be the formula is D9 divided by C9, and C9 there's nothing there. It's absolutely nothing there, so that's why you're dividing by 0. So it's not happy about that, but obviously when you fill that information in, it will automatically change. So if I had 34 there, and let's say I had 17, let's just change it to 16 for a bit of a laugh. That's interesting. Okay, because it's 34 divided by 16, it's not an exact number, but it still somehow gives you 2. Okay, so that's how you work out how many people are going from each group in this task. And there's a little extension tasks down here. The total ticket money for group. So that's the whole group, the whole of the Graceman High, which basically means you've got to add up all of these numbers here. So again, you do not want to use a calculator for this, you want to use Excel. And if you remember back to the very first task you did, there was a little formula you could use to add up all of the numbers. So you can go back, have a little look at task 1 and see if you can remember how to do that. Remember to start off with equals though when you put a formula in. And in the second extension task here, total number of pupils or people in group. Total number of people in a group, again, this is going to be 6 carers, 5 childs or children, and then obviously you've got some more that are going to be there. So again, you're going to have to add all of them together, and you're going to have to put that answer in here. So again, you look for the formula, same idea as above, and you're going to have to work out a quick way of adding all those up. Okay, I hope that helps you with task 4.